Let's talk to NJ. Here, we press on to the Isle of Ken. I myself shall proceed on foot. Perfected your technique, then. So the water will be as glass beneath my feet, and provides perchance fragile yet true. Watch closely. Oh, I certainly shall. Forgive me, but would it not be easier to perfect your swimming technique? It would be a pity if you drown, truly. Oh, hush. I'm sure it'll be brilliant. Okay, that's pretty cool. He's done it. Incredible. He's basically Jesus. I knew it. J is basically Jesus. He's walking on water. Look at him. Oh my god. He's a real life magician. And he screwed up. Now he's gonna sink. Yep. J. For the love. Purest of focus, and mine was lacking. Terrific's magic, I went so far as to deal with the fort. With their aid and mine efforts, finally met with success, albeit on a single occasion. I know not why I cannot repeat it. I thought I saw you waver a bit toward the end there. Perhaps you're simply tired. Anchored. Oh, it's their connection. Because their soul... Oh, yeah. That's what I worry about. Only a dizzy spell. Though it may not be wise to go for another swim just now. Thankfully we have an alternative. A wonderful little adventure, and I'm certain you'll agree. You can always take a boat. Petition Bismarck aid on our behalf. Let us pray my diplomacy prove it's more effective than mine experimental magics. You speak with the voice of the king. No, neighbors, I will not deny you. As before, if you seek what sleeps beneath the sea, I will be your guide. My kindness is boundless as a death, servant one. Before we depart, however, I would ask a favor. After our last fight, I found many creatures clinging to me. I am itchy. Remove them, and I will take you below. With all haste, it shall be done. So, did he agree? They are referred to forever in kind. Really, it's more one possessed the power to grant. I supposed to clean his underbelly of barnacles. Unless one must needs dive beneath the surface to do so, even I could master the power to walk upon it. Would it fail me not? Is that all? I'm more than capable of that. Yeah, we can go do that. The coach and the blessing will have done it. Will have done it in moments, and better than standing here and listening to this nonsense. Take the right, you go left now. Go. Yep, we can do this easily. I'm gonna have to go in the water, right? Get down. Got a submarine, our barnacles. Where's the other barnacles? Barnacles? Squeak. Kind efforts are more sincerely appreciated. I will inform Bismarck that we made the port without further delay. Better, thank you, little neighbors. I remember a long time ago, another did this favor for me. Was wrong, right? I told him of the creatures closed my belly, and he dove into the water, helped me. He was my friend. He told me he wished to live in peace, away from his people and their wars. This I understood. He's talking about Arbor? I treasure our time together, brief though it was. It always is, but I remember him, how he laughed and flew. I remember when he slept too, that day and many days since. The light fades when darkness returns. Ken sleeps. Remember he laughs, and together we fly. And I am here, I am awake. It feels good to be heard again. Shame others cannot understand me. If thou art willing to learn, I will gladly teach thee language of men. Thank you, little friend, but this is time I grant you your requests. First, I will take flight to cleanse my body and prepare. The dive will be swift, and I would not have you struck by errant debris. So this island was named for my man. How easily the past is forgotten. Passed not even 100 years ago, yet the truth has slipped from history, like so many grains of sand. May I have some explanation of what he just said, or shall we all stand about making vague mysterious allusions? While he make ready to deliver us into the destination, Bismarck bade us wait for him on the shore of Calusia. That's all? I feel as though there was more to it. Yeah, there was, but it has no bearing on the task at hand. I should be glad to share the rest of you with you anon. Fine, later then. If your smoke requires time to repair, might I suggest a shorter speed for your engine Tancred in particular? I've heard no such thing. I'm the picture of perfect health. Mine was but a moment ago, that's Sushi. Probably not on my account. You mustn't push yourself. Please, rest for me. Alright, if you insist. Okay, so I leave the old man in your care. The rest of us will meet you at the split hole anon. If we can just made to rest in a place. Better for him to afford the most. Come with me. Alright. Maybe as well have a seat. We wouldn't want our elderly knees to give out. You're here to speak, you'd think. I'm on my deathbed myself. Wish that girl wouldn't worry so much. Thy countenance believes thy words, Mr. Tancred. Sure, I know what you mean. Let the record show that I am here under protest. No, I can't say I'm in the mind of you. The abundance of anglers is an indication. Even an amateur might land an impressive catch. Shall we try our hands at it? Help someone, quickly! It's Nightshade. He was attacked on the road from Cactuar and barely escaping alive. I suppose we might have predicted this. I mean, I'll have free. Thank you. If I recall correctly, Nightshade is a local band of outlaws. They'll trouble us much, no more than they already have by interrupting our relaxation at any rate. Let's use the car so we'll walk faster. Flying car, let's go. These two have matters well in hand by the looks of it. I'll not forget this kindness. May we meet again. Is that you, my lady? Don't tell me we just deprived the poor fellow of the honor of being rescued by the War of Darkness. We had no idea you were in the area. Fancy us meeting so soon, eh? Why, I believe I even recognized your companion. Ah, yes, from the infirmary. You had a message from the Crystal Exarch, did you not? It's good to see you back on your feet, and on patrol, no less. Well, it's nothing as official as that, strictly speaking. We're off duty yet. But as we had a free moment, we thought we'd give a few of less traveled roads a look. The guard doesn't have enough hands to patrol them regularly, you see? That's memorable. There are a few so devoted to their duty in Lakeland or beyond. Well, we've been talking about it for a while, and neither of us satisfied with just seeing out of our service. It feels like we could be something more. Like we should be doing more. It's all about having the will to help your fellow man, and the result to see it true. Remember, you're the excitable one. Sorry, Mandy, I got a bit overexcited the other day. Couldn't get my words out. My name's Von Mandy. I'm with the guard, but I just don't want to protect Lakeland. I want to protect the lot. Just like the warriors of light. Sadly, our duties prevent us from venturing too far from our own little corner of an event. What we really like to do is travel, to better ourselves, and go where we need is greatest. Everyone has to start somewhere, don't they? For now, if we can stop Nightshade from robbing the odd fisherman, then that's what we'll do. Future heroes of the first, do you think? You want not for spirit, that's but pity they draw inspiration from so clouded a wellspring. Yet it offers us not to fret in idleness. We must needs press on if we are to bring Elizabeth's schemes to light. Though our speed was cut short, I dare say we were all eager to avail ourselves of such knowledge as the rooms may hold. And I doubt further contemplation of Elizabeth's machinations will be conductive to relaxation. We may as well make for the split hole now. All in prison now. We need but await Bismarck's coming. This time, pray, make it ready. Alright, make ready. This is cool. Unknown. Ooh, that boss was kind of jank. I'm still dead. We wiped on the mobs. The IO hits like a truck. The IO Hosea, that thing hits like a truck. Just gotta keep an eye on that one. Stun all of these. Stun them again. Stun them again. That should be about that. I don't know how those hands dodged it randomly. Should have not run over there when the hand came thing. I should have just stayed where I was. I get how this boss works now. Pretty cool mechanics. It's pretty cool water mechanics, that's for sure. How do we do this? Let's go here.
This structure must have served an important function. And here are yet more crystals.
I too noted the crystal repository on the way. The Benthos seem to employ them in their spellcasting.
In such vessels did the ancients preserve concepts, ideal forms to be drawn upon in the act of creation. That so great an abundance should reside here lendeth credence to Ishtola's conclusion. This facility held great significance.
Interesting.
So, it was they who first summoned Hydaelyn.
Their discussion did seem to imply as much, yes. I cannot say I have ever heard of this Venar before.
For a certainty, Emet-Selch never uttered the name, speak though he did of the schism which Zodiark's advent wrought upon mankind. Some were of the viewpoint that his power must needs be restrained, and to that end did they call forth she who would serve as his shackles. We now know that it was this Venar to whom they looked for leadership.
And that this place, in all likelihood, served as their headquarters. The presence of such intimate records attests to that. I would hear what else they have to tell us. All of it. Did anyone see the source of the image? The device there? Then let us see what other secrets it holds. Forgive me, but did that not strongly imply that Elidibus sacrificed himself to become Zodiac's heart?
7 hells. Then who or what are we dealing with?
Then wouldn't that make Elidibus Zodiarch? The panel did formerly emit a soft yet resistible glow that it no longer may betoken the depletion of some essential energy within. Given how long it has lain dormant, anything unfortunate to function at all. Maybe, but if we can't get it to work again, we'll be leaving with more questions than we've answered. The White Robe Emissary has named himself Elidibus. If the shade spoke true, Elidibus ceased to be, ere even the Sundering came to pass. This calls to mind the truth that MLXS did once reveal in passing, that the names by which we know our foes are not those given to Ashians at birth. Rather, they are titles of office, afforded to individuals of merit at such times as the role becometh vacant. Perchance the Elidibus that Zodiarch's heart and the emissary with whom we are acquainted be not one and the same, but predecessor and successor. It's possible if the previous Elidibus perished before the final days, the one we know could still be survivor of the Sundering. And yet something in that explanation rings false. I will remain for a time. I would not abandon my attempts to identify so soon. There is more to learn here, I can feel it. In matters of aetiology, of none as capable as thee. If there exists a means to learn more, thou wilt surely find it. As thou art thus engaged, we shall attend to matters on the surface. Enter Animus Editor with a party NPC. Yay. Can we but uncover Elidibus' true origins, we may yet come to understand his designs to that end. Strilla must needs to be afforded as much time as she doth require to complete her investigation. To the extent that such things are within her control, yes. Speaking of which, perhaps we might trouble the Exarchs for news of his progress with the spirit vessel. Would I wish to hear of our own discoveries?
Dare I ask what's going on?
Ah, excellent timing. For me, in any case. We have a problem. The vast majority of those gathered here are presently in the employ of the Guard or else one of the facets, and no longer wish to be so. In principle, all are free to change vocation at any time, but a city does require a certain number of people in these positions if it is to continue to function. For the moment, I have asked them to postpone their resignation until such time as replacements can be found. As you may have surmised, we have the Warrior of Light to thank for this.
It's you! The Warrior of Darkness! You understand, don't you? Someone's going to have to look after this place once you're gone. We just want to be ready to do our bit when the time comes.
And not only here, but everywhere. Which is why we've got to get out there and lend a hand to those in need. That's what you did, isn't it? Even if it was just little things at the start. You helped people.
Well, yes.
And we're trying to do the same. We may have our sky back, but there's no shortage of people who still need help. If we follow in your footsteps, then I choose to believe we too can be heroes one day. Even warriors of light.
What are we to say to that? We can hardly tell them they are mistaken. They seek but to do good, as you have.
But no more can we stand idly by and suffer a paragon's scheme to proceed unchallenged.
What's happening to the sky?
Wicked White. Oh no.
By the 12.
A star shower.
I hear a voice.
You and all? And why does it feel like it's inside my head?
Hear, feel, think.
I hear it.
Me too.
Did I not tell you, my friends? You are warriors of light! What you hear is the voice of light itself, and it has blessed you with its power. Welcome to the fold!
I'm a warrior of light.
I've been chosen?
Can it be?
Me, a hero?
Did Elizabeth just give them all the echo somehow?
Wait! The falling stars, were they your doing? And why do you need warriors of light?
What, am I to reveal my plans simply because you asked? Nay, I think not. Though the stars, I acknowledge mine. A convenient illusion, apt to awaken what little is left of the power that once resided in your sundered souls. That which you and yours call the echo. And an echo it is, of a symphony, but a fraction of what men in their completeness once possessed. Even those among you who tower over others in the gift have only the faintest trace of it. But though sundered and forgotten through death and mocking rebirth, it has persisted. A whisper of our past, burned into your very ether, along with the sight of our end. Through the rekindling of memory, I have awoken the ability, just as Heidelin is wont to do when she has need of new minions.
The echo hath ever been thought a gift from Heidelin, a boon granted solely to her chosen. Yet thou wouldst claim she merely awakeneth the power that men should hearken unto. Her voice. Given the perceived simultaneity of her call and the awakening of her chosen's capacity to hear it, it is only natural that we thus attributed the source of the gift. Yet if, in truth, the echo is a prerequisite for hearing her voice, one might surmise that her call never ceaseth, such that all who awaken to their innate gift might receive of the blessing of light at the selfsame instant. In sooth, we bore witness to this but moments ago. At the sight of the star shower, full many in the crowd did speak of hearing a voice in their minds, did they not?
Just so. And whenever Heidelin has need of new servants, she is quick to pluck comets from the heavens or create illusions of the same.
Why then didst thou conjure this vision, full knowing that thine age-old foe would thus claim those awakened to the gift?
Foe? You must be mistaken. As you see, I am a warrior of light. And together with my comrades in arms, I shall save the world. Just like you.
He's plotting something. Elidibus is plotting something. Seriously. Earl should be able to less understand, but that he has made a fine mess of things is plain. He is gone, then. I managed to persuade a number of our would-be deserters to consider at least delay their departure, but as many are deaf to my entreaties, young Taylor and Vornard among them, I am so sorry to say they have quit the guard. Nevertheless, I wish them well. Whatever Elidibus' plans for them might be, the pair have only ever had the best of intentions. I can hardly blame them for thinking themselves heroes elect, not after having been blessed with the echo. It's not as if they haven't shown the requisite spirit. I agree, quite agree, though the impetus of their sudden departure may have been words falsely spoken. The man and woman in whose footsteps they would follow are heroes in truth. Yourself most of all. And so I would ask you a favor. Speak with them here at the Embark on their journey, and furnish them with whatever wisdom you can. You set off for the Admiral launch. But you should still be able to catch them if you leave now. Worth the effort, I'd say. Our rightly the elders here took the same to usher you into the world many moons ago. Comparison rather flatters Taylor, but the point still stands. They would doubtless be greatly encouraged were the warriors of darkness herself to see them off. Without our willing, I pray to go. And may us safely leave the task of unfolding that which did transpire at unknownness to us. Yeah, I mean, that's you. Sorry, it's been funny, everybody. Be sure we'll take those words to heart. I still can't believe it if you coming all this way just to speak to us. I swear we won't let you down. So long as it helps someone, we'll do what we need to be doing out there, no matter how small. When larger threats loom, we'll be ready to face them. You see if we aren't. Path shall ever be revealed to those who are true of heart. Well, what are you waiting for? Path shall ever be revealed to those who are true of heart. Be off then, farewell. Darkness, I take you. Thank you for making the effort. I'm certain your words will be boon to them. While you were away, the others told me of your investigation. We have yet to discuss how to proceed, however. While our findings in Aether and Aether do raise important questions as to the identity of our adversary, we are no closer to discerning his design, nor do I know of any other potential avenue of investigation. For which reason we must needs trust Y'shtola's ingenuity and wait to her efforts to revive the Ancient's device to bear fruit. What if I were to attempt to follow the emissary, elusive as he is? His plan compels him to court public attention. He shouldn't be impossible to find. Especially for one of your experience. It does seem worth the attempt. Then I'll come with you. Safety numbers? Combat perhaps, but where stealth is required? The opposite is true. Happily, I don't plan on getting myself caught, so you've no need to worry. Alright then, I look forward to your return. It sounds like the rest of us should avoid doing anything which might prompt Elidibus to look closely at our movement. Insofar as it's possible, I recommend we limit our activities to Crystarium. Speaking of which, XIV, might I ask if you've made any progress with the spirit vessel? Of course, we are presently studying a principle underpinning memory transference, and I believe nearing the requisite level of understanding. Unfortunately, practical trials of transference methods suited for use, which the vessel have yet to yield satisfactory result. Alright. So they're doing progress then. But there are still many promising possibilities we have yet to test. Indeed, though it may take some time yet, we are well on our way to the solution. And I shall not rest until one is found. Though we are grateful for Einsteinian efforts, though it needs not labor to the exclusion of all else, would serve to lighten anti-burden, however little, I should gladly offer my assistance. I for my part will do what I can to ensure that the Crystarium continues to run smoothly in spite of recent disruptions. And perhaps I could help, there must be something I can do, even if it's just guard duty. Thank you all. I shall brief easier for your assistance. Of course, on the evidence on the recent past, it will not be long before some new crisis arrives to throw our plans into disarray, at which time your services will be particularly in demand. That being the case, perhaps you might take this opportunity to retire to your suit. Alright, let's go retire then. Pleasure as always. I'm relieved to see you are unharmed by the commotion. I made you look so unwary. Presumably you return to your suite. Yes, return to your quarters. Do let me know if there is anything you require. The new Eden quest is now available from the... Oh, yeah, I can continue the Eden quests now. I should probably do that. Yeah, Eden quest, I should probably continue that. Let's get some tea. It's getting... maybe some tea will help me sleep. Is someone watching me? Mistress Tran, it's Glennar from the Wandering Stairs. I apologize for calling so late. What do you want? Why are you spying on me? A friend of yours was asking after you. You remember them from that business with the cardinal virtues. The cardinal virtues? What? Who? Oh, him. How you doing? It's been a while. Hello, ho, stranger. Hello, Jude. It's been a while. I haven't seen you in a long while. So there I am, minding my own business, quaffing my ale, when I hear ruckus outside, and then clear as day, warrior of light. That sounded like trouble to me, and I knew it. If anyone was going to trouble herself over that trouble, it'd be you. So I gave Glennar the old, but I'm your best customer routine until he agreed to bring me here, and now I know where you live. Great, ain't it? So you're a stalker. Okay, good to know. So now I know you're a stalker. Alright. Some bastards walking around wearing Hartbert's lamets, like a second-hand jargon. Yeah, someone's walking around impersonating Ardbert. Yes. I don't know what's more offensive, that or that you let him leave without a proper dwarven decking. He did vanish into thin air. Behind a pinch, an improvised decking would have been fine. Tell you what, I'll show you how to knock that bastard flat in the blink of an eye. Here now, taboos be damned. After all, we ain't about to let him keep on like that, are we? Pretend to be Ardbert? Limits Ardbert? Yeah, he's a big imposter. He's extremely sus. We should vote him out. We should vote him out. We should vote out the imposter. He's impersonating Ardbert. Wait. Ardbert's sus, yes. Step 1, make a fist. Step 2, extend your arm like so. Step 3, beat him senseless, got it? Well, I'm not really a fighter, I'm a white mage. Good, now make me proud. Well, let's fight a finding dummy and practice. I'm joking. Oh, that's a pretty cool shot. Aw, dang it. I wanted a good shot of the moon. That moon looks sus. Meanwhile, in the crystal tower is umbiculous. Ooh, what's happening?
Foiled again. If I cannot imbue the infernal thing with my power via magical means, we may need to devise a way to infuse the vessel with my blood after all.
Art thou unwell?
Or perhaps a brief respite? It wouldn't do to overtax yourself.
fine. And given to stubbornness, I'm afraid. Especially when I have a stake in the outcome.
Oh wait, that's the ancient city of the Ashes, isn't it? Is it? Or no, is that Garlemald? I'm confused. Oh, that is Garlemald. Never mind. I thought those were Ashes. Wait, what? No, wait. Yeah, those are the 8 Ashen Phantoms, isn't it? Why the heck is Xenos there? What the heck is going on? Okay, what the heck is going on? There's those phantoms from that ancient Ashen city, and then there was Xenos. It was like, what's going on?
The dream again.
Oh, it's a dream. Okay, well that explains it. So he's dreaming of Amarat, the ancient Ashen city, being destroyed by the Sundering, right? It was called the Sundering. All right. And there's this guy, which we don't know who he is.
A recurring dream. They do so fascinate me. Might I trouble you for the details?
I have always dreamed of it. Fire falling from the heavens, and the city, nay, the whole world ablaze.
Indeed. Could Emet-Selch have found a way? Precious few possess memories of the final days.
Are you an Ascian? Could Emet-Selch have found a way? Precious fewer final days. Are you an Ascian? Okay, so the white robe figure, I'm assuming, is an Ascian. Because he knows about the final days.
The final days?
Final days? Yeah, he knows about the final days, so he's probably an Ascian. Are you gonna reveal yourself? Or are you?
Why, yes. Admittedly, my knowledge is mostly second-hand, but if you are interested, I will gladly tell you the tale.
Wait, were you not on at the final days then? I'm confused. Your knowledge is second-hand. Then were you not at the final... Oh, wait, are you an Ascian? I'm confused. Are you an Ascian, or do you know something from the Ascians? I'm confused now. Who are you, white robe figure?
The tale of the world's end.
Everyone's sus. Everyone's a freaking Ascian. That's what I... Worlds apart. Yalford is the bearer of the tidings of some description. Good news, or at least it has a punch and it'll be good news. I've received word from Master Urinjay. Unfortunately, the message was rather thin on details. He only requests that you return to Gristaria and meet him at the Wandering Spirits Stairs. Not the most likely of places for important meetings, but I suppose you might be able to squeeze in a pint or two while you're there. Pray accept my apologies for calling the heat at such a short notice. The matter I wish to discuss is of considerable import. If that urgent, it would be quicker to use those link pearl things Raiden's been talking about. These are words best delivered in person. Did something happen to the MT? Not. That doth warrant our immediate attention. The elements are in a state of accrual, and the propagation of flora continues apace. So what's this about it then? Although aware we are not of this world, hailing from what is referred to as the source. However, unlike Pat, Tancred and I exist only as Aether given corporal form. Our bodies are made on the source, though the thread that binds us to them doth grow weaker with the passage of time. And if you stay here too long, you might never be able to return. Precisely. Now, with the wheel of change in MT set in motion, we believe this is a fitting juncture to take our leave. We shall but regret not being able to be present to see the transformation reach its completion. It hardly seems worth losing your bodies over, though. If you have to go back to your own world, who are we to stop you? I always knew this day would come, You'll still have Gaia and Pat. I know that you'll see I know you'll see this true to the end, together. We will. I may not be half what Minfila was, but I have friends I can turn to. They might be brutally honest in their opinion at times, or prefer to save their words and let their actions do the talking, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Oh my god, the second option just made me laugh. Just promise you won't turn into a crazy ice lady and try to kill me again. Okay, let's say that. Just promise you won't turn into a crazy ice lady and try to kill me again. Though I can't say what the future may bring without Rin and Gaia will need your support in the days to come. Alas, the mysteries surrounding the fairy are yet be solved. Whether thou should find the answer that thou seekest or nay, lend not thine ears to its honey words, for thy will is thine own. Never forget this. Oh my god, why is there so many die and tine and die and tie with freaking Urange? I won't. The time of our departure is at hand, yet know that, no matter where we may be, ever shall we pray for your own success. Urange says tie, tine, tie, die, like so many times in his dialogue. Tine presence, tie presence. Oh my god, wait. Okay, if Urange and Tancred said to leave, yeah, let's go. Reading Urange's lines sometime is kind of hard. You need high IQ to read Urange's lines. Right, the Alfort. You're back sooner than expected. Is everything alright? Oh dear, that's rather unfortunate. I dare say it's something jolly important for them to leave in such a hurry. In any case, I wish them the best of luck, wherever their work may take them. shall remain here and hold the fort, as it were, and make the necessary provisions should any further forage into the MTV require. Safe travels, Mistress Pat. Alright, let's see. Blue Fields Orchestra and rolls. Yay, music. More music, yay. What do I do now? We'll finish an empty challenge. Should you need to return at any point, we shall have all the necessary supplies at your disposal. Alright. The manager of suites. The manager of suites is looking a little anxious. Will you be venturing forth? Yes. Do be sure to take care of yourself. Though they say the star shower was harmless, one can never be careful. But I concede it is not for me to tell the Warrior of Darkness how to look after herself. Old habits, you understand? Ah, how very opportune. Who's there? Oh, you. Greetings, my friend. Do you perchance have a moment to spare? What do you want? Aren't you the book guy? Wonderful, wonderful. I want to thank you, you see, for revealing to us the truth of the Warriors of Light. After all these years, your tale set the record straight. Finally, the people see them as the great heroes they were. Or the great hero he is in the case of Albert. You two were surprised to see him, I think. Yeah, but that's not him. That's an imposter. At the time, I was not certain what to make of it all, but I could see the effects his words had on those around me. Then the stars rained down from the sky, and well, you know the rest. The commotion died down, and you were nowhere to be seen, but I was determined to express my gratitude, and so here I am. Thank you for giving voice to the truth and restoring the Warriors of Light to their rightful place in history. Should you perhaps wish to have your account of these matters committed to writing, I would be more than willing to serve as your scribe. Indeed, if there is anything I can do to help, anything at all, you need only say the word. Very well, tell me what this situation is like in the city. You mean the people awakening as Warriors of Light? Well, questions remain about the circumstances surrounding Ardbert's return. History tells us that what took place may not be entirely unprecedented. But to understand what requires an understanding of Warriors of Light in a broader Ventric context. If it pleases you, I shall be glad to provide an overview. I flatter myself that it may grant you a better grasp of that which is occurring. Alright, sure. Thank you, book guy. Excellent, I shall return to the cabin at once and look up to the relevant text. Pray join me at your earliest convenience. Alright, well, see ya, book guy. Book guy. No rest for the righteous, it would seem. He's gonna go back reading his books. Do not let it keep you amiss. I bid you a pleasant day. He's gonna go back to read his books. Yeah. Speak to Morian. Oh, we have to go. Oh, we have to go talk to him. Okay. Excellent timing. I have but this moment finished gathering the materials for our lesson. As a great many works make reference to Warriors of Light, I shall, with your permission, focus only upon the details that seem most relevant. Sure. Oh, Alphen and Alice are here. Oh, and Rin. Wars of light, you say? Forgive us, but we couldn't help overhearing. We've been out keeping watch over the Crystarium, but it appears to be business as usual. So I thought I'd spend some time brushing up my knowledge of familiars, and Alphen will volunteer to help. I actually came on a different errand, but I'd be interested in hearing about the Wars of Light as well. May I join you? Of course, the more the merrier. If you'd care to find the table below, I shall be down with the books in a moment. Alright, perfect book guy. Were one to pore over the annals of Vandric history, one would note the frequent recourse of mutual hailed as Wars of Light. Bert and his comrades require no introduction, but many others bore the epithet long before them. To name a few, there was Tormblade, Ledger, first king of Lakeland. Wait. Robert, alright. There's Rudderfall, Solard, and the fabled Juron and Galgant, duo of Robert. And no list of frantic heroes would be complete without the Archmage Tijuana of Ronka. In older text, she too was called Warrior of Light. It did surprise me how ready people were to forget the negative association with the title, but it makes sense if it's been around for centuries. Clearly, in ages past, it was simply a synonym for hero. And of course, I am a hero, of course. Makes sense. In the wake of the flood, however, light came to be rewarded with fear, the title used not to be exalt, but to revile. A far cry from its beginning. Oh my god, what? Huh. Wait, that art looks familiar. Have I seen this art before? Pretty sure I saw this art before. Oh yeah, I did see it before. This is from Final Fantasy I. The original tale of the struggle between good and evil. Yep, Final Fantasy I. I played that game. Used to play it on the NES. In a time when all lay shrouded in darkness, the prophesied hero rose to deliver the world from its doom. Fighting in the name of the light, the hero styled himself its foot soldier, and thus did he come to be known as the Warrior of Light. Yeah, the first one, from Final Fantasy I. Wait, does that mean Final Fantasy I is canon? Then would it also mean that Final Fantasy II is canon? Because there's references to Final Fantasy II and freaking Stormblood. Curiously, in the centuries that followed, other heroes appeared who claimed the self-famed epithet, despite sharing no discernible connection with their predecessors. In time, the Warrior of Light came to be the name accorded to all men and women of uncommon skill and valor. Yeah. Basically to everybody that were heroes were called Warriors of Light. Well, the plot thickens. As you know, the title Warrior of Light is also used in the source. But the manner in which the individuals have earned it are many and varied. Heroes have been honored thus since antiquity. Nor does the customs show any sign of dying out, as you can well attest. makes you wonder, doesn't it? It surely can't be a coincidence. Let us imagine a man who has awakened the echo and is able to hear Heidel's voice, as she styles him. So too does he style himself, a Warrior of Light. Of course, being led to the echo does not in itself make one a hero, and conversely, there will have been no few heroes who were not blessed with it. But such distinctions are immaterial to the masses, and over time they came to use the title of Warrior of Light and the word hero interchangeably. Sounds about right. It would be interesting to see if the theory holds true in other words, if the crossings rift were that easy. There I was thinking I was special. And here I was thinking I was just special. But you are special, no matter how many Warriors of Light there are out there. There's no one like you. At any rate, assuming all of this is true, and there's a common thread behind the epithet, I doubt the Ashes will have been amused. To have the world at large associate light, and by extension Heidelin, with good, must have added insult to injury. While the discussion is undoubtedly fascinating, I wonder, should I be privy to it perhaps? It would be better if I excused myself. Oh, no need for that, my friend. Pray accept our apologies. Your lesson on the Wars of Light have given us much to ponder. Oh, did someone say Warriors of Light? What? Who are you? Ricky Tiower, right? My precious Holmes, did I not say you must take care of it? You must take care in your cabinet? You too, Arkil. Your will? We're sorry, Master Morin. What, aren't you? The War of Darkness? My name is Rikitio and I want to help everyone. Please, please, tell me what I have to do to be a hero, to be a Warrior of Light. I want to be a Warrior of Light, not one that fights with sword and all that. No, I want to be the kind that fights with potions and heals people, and an apothecary. I'm going to help everyone, Crystarian. No, you know more band. When I told Arkil and Nero this, they said that the cabinets should have lots of tomes about potions. This place is so big, we don't have the faintest idea where to begin. At this rate, I'm not going to get anywhere. If one knew where to look, one should indeed be able to find treacheries and potions here. So I fear they may prove a little difficult for one so young. Dear student, Lord Darkness, perhaps you might accompany you on Aether to sparkle Jurix, rather than true tones. Lucia intends to learn more by observing the charge and their work. Sounds like a plan. Seems like we've finished here, so I'll come with you. Last one is barged into the rotten egg. if you know I'm running fast, you're going to be a rotten egg. Various projects again. Oh yeah, the last part of the dolls look good. Well, now, to what do I owe the pleasure? Oh, so many bright-eyed visitors. Is that the way of it, sweetie? Do you wish to learn about medicine? That's right, I want to become a warrior of light, who uses potions to help people all over the world. Well, that is a very noble endeavor, and you aren't alone in it. No few at our infirmary yearn to venture forth as warriors of light. But ultimately, they have all decided not to pursue that dream. Why? Because the people here need them too, sweetie. The guards who place themselves in harm's way to keep us safe. The artisans who toil tirelessly that we might sustain our way of life. And our younglings like you, who are the future of Crystarium. They couldn't simply abandon them, you see. And so, difficult though it was, they made a decision to remain. Then does this mean my dream isn't any good? Oh, sweetie, yours is a wonderful dream, and it would be my pleasure to help you pursue it. If we all work hard, the day will come when our Chargians may set forth to aid folk in every corner of the realm. Oops. I'm not afraid of hard work. I'll become the best apothecary ever. Just you watch. That's the spirit. Without further ado then, I may entrust you with a task. I have placed an order of sweet XIV for potion ingredient, and I would like you to go and collect it. Ingredient, leave it to me. Such an abundance of energy, though I can't help wonder if she'll be alright by herself. Apologies, but would you mind accompanying her when you arrive at XIV? Speak with a woman named Gracine. She'll point you in the right direction. I shall join you, as the one who suggested this course directly to you. I would assist in her first steps. What about you two? Are you coming along too? Well, we do what we do want to become warriors of light, just not the same kind as Ricky. So we'll wait for you here, Warrior of Darkness. When you return, please teach us how to fight. Okay, so those two want to fight. In that case, Reen and I shall keep them company and take the opportunity to ask about their aspirations. So they're gonna go training with Rin and... Okay, so those two are gonna train with Rin and Elisa, I guess. And we're gonna go help. Okay, so now where is this? Wait, where's the nearest teleporter for that? I don't think there's a teleporter for that. No, there's no teleporter for this XIV. We're gonna have to walk there then. As the war darkness yourself, I assume you are with Master Alpharino. Right, let us wonder. Chesameel's order is for grapes. Those as we have been late, however, I regret to say we didn't have the time to harvest them. So it was my apologies that I asked Master Alpharino and his young companion to help themselves to the fruit on the vines. Perhaps we can lend them a hand. Alright, let's go grape picking then. There they are. Oh, little tiny grapes. Oh, look at them. They look like they're made out of paper. That's funny. If you look at them closely, it looks like they're made out of paper. I mean, it's just like a JPEG, I know, but yeah. Oh, you're here, picking little grapes. That's quite fun. Wow, you've picked this many already. Amazing. I dare say we have enough between us. Shall we take them back to XIV Mill? Hey, I can't wait to see what she's going to do with them. Maybe make some grape juice? What made you want to become an apothecary of the War of Light and the War of Light? Well. A while ago I fell sick, really sick. My body was burning up and I felt so weak. I couldn't even get out of bed. Then traveling apothecary came and gave me a potion to drink. It was the foulest thing I'd ever tasted, but maybe better. She was so brave, the apothecary. She went around taking care of people, and when it was dangerous, and I decided I wanted to help people. So I started brewing potions out of grass and giving them to my friends, but I didn't really know what I was doing, or if there was anything else I could do. And long ago, a neighbor told me he was going to become a warrior of light and go traveling the world, helping people. And I thought, that's the same as I want to do. I see, out of curiosity, what did your neighbor do in the end? Taylor? I haven't seen him for a bit, so he must be out there looking for people to help. Taylor, one of the guardsmen. Guards awakened by the star shower. Thank you for sharing your tale with us, Rikitio. I myself took inspirations from one not like you traveling apothecary. I hope her good example will spur you to realize your dream. It will not be done in a day. Such lofty goals are reached through hard work and persistence, through countless acts of heroism, like delivering the grapes to XIV Mill. It would seem I have been laboring under a misapprehension. I convinced myself that it was Elidibus who had sowed this desire to become warriors of light within the hearts of the people. I see now that an impulse to aid their fellow men abided within them from the first. Elidibus didn't know more than give it a name. Yeah, Elidibus is plotting something though. And as he kindly proclaimed, we must return to our own world here alone. If the Eggs are laboring tirelessly, I doubt not, but that way will be found. Yet I believe I speak for us all when I say I cannot leave in good conscience, not until we have dealt with Elidibus. This is no longer a strange and distant land after all. Norvet has become a home to us, and her people our own. Let us return to Spargirix. It wouldn't be to keep our admirers waiting. And there's the Crystal Tower. I like these shots of the Crystal Tower. So much nostalgia from Final Fantasy III. My thanks for your kind help. We now have all the greenness we require. From From the grates we shall make vinegar, to which we will add elf grass and a few other herbs to produce invigorating syrup. For her studies, I must have to give her key too a little taste. Oh yeah, Errol wants me to... Does you accept it? Yeah. We finish off the wiki. Once you show us some fighting, no, not play fighting, but honest to God's fighting. Probably have some enemies that you can deal with. Vampire bats. The guards say they've become a pest around the Crystarium of late. Try to sneak outside to hunt them, but the guards caught us. Sharon told as much while they were away, in preparation to send a kind for yourself with some lures for the bats. Creatures won't give you any sport. Bear in mind that the younglings will be watching. As I say, put on a good show. I'm not sure. Now let's go hunt some bats. Everyone's here. Good. Let's get started, shall we? As their nature exists, vampire bats feed on blood, and originally being nocturnal creatures, they've grown more active with the return of night and become a nuisance. To draw them out, we'll use Chisimil's lures, which work by exploiting their heat-seeking behavior. The bats are wont to nest under the eaves, so you're likely to attract more if you are placed lures near buildings. Howdy, here are 6 lures, to each for you and me. As proof of a successful kill, I want you to gather up your fangs. Whoever collects the most is the winner. Oh, you're hunting too? Yes, well, there's nothing like friendly competition to bring out the best. Anyway, while we hunt the bats, the 2 of you are to stay with Rin. She's really strong too, and will keep you safe. Without further ado then, let the contest begin. Okay, I guess it's gonna be a contest between me and Elsie then. One of them down. Grab them, I'll go back to Rin. Everything good? I found the children are hanging on your every moves. As I was, to be honest. Do I know the tally? May I see your fangs for good measure? Apologies for the wait. My fang's not a bad haul, even if I do say so myself. 5, 6, 7. Sand fangs from Alessi. Shit, I only got 3. Which means that the victory goes to Alessi. Peter's collected 4. Oh, come on, no fair. I did it, I bested Patios. You cheated. Pretty sure you cheated. You need a goddamn knife? You didn't even try, did you? I did try. It just didn't drop. I don't know why. There, I was taking it seriously. Spare me your pity next time, will you? Well, you've seen the War of Darkness action. What are your impressions? She's incredible. Missed events were down before they knew it. Guards are strong. The War of Darkness is much stronger. You want to be just like her. Good. If you're looking for an example to emulate, you may as well pick the best. I want you to remember how you felt when you watched and trained hard. Yeah. I want you to remember how you felt. Yeah. Be strong too. Yep. If you don't mind telling us, when did you decide to become Warriors of Light? We were listening with everyone when Edward appeared, but I've wanted to be strong ever since before I came to Crystarium. Cinders killed my father, my sister. The Cinders killed my father, my sister, and see, I promised myself I'd learn how to protect people one day. Like Albert said, this is our home. We're the ones who have to protect it. We're the ones who have to rise up as new Warriors of Light. What about you, Arcade? And to be honest, I'm still not sure what I want to do. My friends are in trouble. I know that. I would want to help them. And I want to go on an adventure with them, see the world together. That's a wonderful goal. I really think so. It's hard to explain, but it's something I felt when I first saw Star Shower the other day. I felt as though there was something I'd lost, that I want to go out there and find it. Well, for the both of you, there's nothing for it but train. When we return to the city, he'll teach you some exercises you can do by yourself. Thanks for showing us your fighting skills, Warriors of Darkness. We'll never forget it. I understand how our kill feels. Star Shower then awakening me to Eidolon's voice, with that vision of the final days of Amarot burning. It filled me with sadness to the very pit of my being. Things I once knew, people I once loved, promises I once made. It felt as though long forgotten memories were dancing at the edge of my mind. When I try to focus on them, they simply fade away. An effect of having a fractured soul? I shouldn't doubt. But lest you worry, I'm perfectly happy to remain fractured and have no intention of donning a Nassian mask. I just wish we knew what Elidibus was plotting. Look at this pair of incurable brooders. If we're going to stand around lost and taught, we may as well do it in the back in the city. I'm sure Rin and I will take care of the children from here. They appears to be in the clouds after meeting you. We'll see to it their feet remain firmly planted on the ground. Ow, what the heck is this ringing? Are you okay? Something, just a dizzy spell. Seems I tried a little too hard to beat you. I'm fine now, not to worry. I'll see you soon. So you tried too hard. Does that mean you cheated at LSA? As you ponder Alice's words, you are taken by an urge to revisit the scene of the fateful meeting. The fateful meeting? Okay. Alright, we'll go to the lookout then, for some reason. Wait, did I turn into an Ashen for like a second there or something?
Why am I... Was it you who called me here?
Wait, did you see that? I turned into like an Ascian for like 1 second. It happened when I was fighting Emmet Selk as well, where I turned into an Ascian. Like, what the heck is that? Don't tell me. Don't tell me if it's a spoiler. I don't know why the heck I'm randomly turning into an Ascian. It's kind of weird. It happened when I was fighting Emmet Selk as well, and now it happened again. I have a theory that although I am an Ascian from the convocation that went missing, because back when we first explored the ancient city, we talked about at the convocation there were 14, right? There were 14 members, but one of them went missing, so that they were now only 13. So my theory is that we're the missing 14th member of the convocation. That's my theory. We'll see how it goes. Now we're seeing Elidibus's memory, right? Okay. So now we're seeing everything through Elidibus's eyes. Alright. So this is when Elidibus became part of a convocation. Alright.
So you peered into my memories. No matter. You will have found little of import. But I see you intended to summon me here no more than I intended to come. The fault is mine. Such is the burden of hope.
Why must you embroil the people in your plans?
I merely avail myself of such tools as I require for the conflict to come.
I'm starting to think that he's planning on starting a second flood. He's making like lots of warriors of light, so that there's a second flood of light happens, right? Because the first flood of light happened when the warriors of light defeated all of the darkness. So what happens if he makes more warriors of light fighting darkness? There's going to be another flood of light, right? So there's going to be another calamity, basically. So that's probably what he's plotting.
That which I do is no different from that which you have done so many times, Warrior of Darkness. I arm myself, I hone my skills, I make ready to vanquish my enemy. You. You who have murdered my brothers, who have taken their selfless labors in service to the one true world and turned them to ash. I see you for what you are. You are death, and only in death shall you serve any purpose. The convocation charged me to steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. As Elidibus, it is my duty, and I shall see it done. I will strike you down. destroy you, body and soul. All else must wait. Ere long I will come for you, warrior of darkness, and I will save the world. One last matter. I bore witness to your final struggle with Emet. It seemed as if he saw something familiar in you.
Yeah, exactly what I was saying. He saw like an Ascian when he looked at me. Kind of like what Elidibus kind of just saw when he looked at me for a few seconds, right? He saw like a phantom of a dead Ascian or something like that. So, my theory is that I'm actually the 14th member, right? That's missing, that we don't know about. I'm assuming we're gonna learn more about this later.
As if he mistook you for another.
Yeah, exactly what I was saying. He probably did not mistook me. He probably realized who I was. I'm probably the missing Ascian that lost his memory. I see. Yeah. I'm onto this. I'm onto this plot right now. Hydralis called me his new old friend.
No. I recall not of whom he spoke. Mayhap I never knew you. Or mayhap it is another fragment lost.
So which would make sense, because he joined the convocation after the original Elidibus sacrificed himself to Zodiark. So the missing Ascian would technically have went missing before he joined the convocation, because he stepped in as a replacement for Elidibus, because the original Elidibus became part of Zodiark. So he's just a replacement for the original Elidibus. So he would not know about it. Emet would, because Emet was on the convocation longer than him. Alright, this is getting good.
Ah, I wasn't aware you already had a guest. If the conversation is constructive, I shall not intrude. But if you seek to stir up trouble, Elidibus, then I must insist you leave at once.
Though you lack her blessing, your soul is surprisingly dense.
He tried to kill Grehatia?
Worry not. I seem to be unharmed.
Okay. Elidibus is getting desperate now. He's getting desperate. He tried to kill Grehatia, but Grehatia has a pretty dense soul, so he couldn't absorb Grehatia's soul.
This is my own doing. The consequence of my recent exertions. It is the Tower's way of compensating me for the demands I have placed on it. Rest assured, it is no great inconvenience at present. Indeed, I told Beck Lug as much, but they would not be persuaded and sent me away to rest. No need to make a fuss. Strange as it may sound, I consider it something of a badge of honor. one of the brave souls who saw me delivered unto the first, once said that the world shall ever have a place for tales of heroism, so long as we have need of inspiration in our lives. Though he and his fellows had no way of knowing whether their mad scheme would amount to anything, they knew that the attempt alone would inspire hope, or so they hoped. A more optimistic lot one would be hard-pressed to find. They said they would find a means to save our God's forsaken world, just as soon as they had sent me on my way. Said it with such confidence that, for a fleeting moment, I half believed them. Such faith, such courage in the face of unrelenting despair. For a long time, it was more than I could bear to remember them. But having come this far, having sent full many on their way myself, I see things more clearly. To take action is to hope. To believe, to choose to believe, is to take the first step towards a brighter future. And why do I tell you this? Because I want you to indulge me in a little recklessness. Needless to say, I have a plan. And when all is said and done, I will ask yet another favor of you.
You're both here. Oh, thank goodness.
What's wrong?
It's Thancred. He's collapsed.
Yeah, we should probably send him back to the real world soon, so he can get back in his body. I mean, he's technically the first one that was sent over, right? He seemed determined to allow us for a quiet moment, but come, let us have details from Rin. Frame treads. Rin's face is a picture of worry. It happened after Alice and I saw the children back to Spagadrix. A chance to meet Tancred there, returning from his mission. He's been shadowing Elidibus around the realm, only to lose sight of him near the Crystarium. He was in the middle of telling us where he'd been when he just crumpled to the ground. Not looking after him, with Alphonse swung by just in case by his healing magics were needed. Since I couldn't do anything to help, I thought it best for you to find you and guard at the XIV and told me where to look. See, it cannot have been easy leaving Tancred's sides. My thanks for bearing word to us. Come, let us hurry to the Spagadrix. They dragged you here too, did they? My apologies. How do you feel? Burn is well enough. I won't be staying overnight. This was not the result of any injury I could find. Tancred's Aether, however, did show signs of instability, and I did what I could to calm the fluctuations. All this happened without warning. Not exactly. You will doubtless recall the time your NJ nearly drowned and I gallantly went to his rescue. His water-walking charm failed. He was tired, as were you when you got back. We were both spent, yes, on account of which you begged us to rest, which in retrospect may have been a good idea. The fact is, I've been experiencing regular bouts of lightheadedness ever since. There was no actual fainting until now. As often observed, I have no lingering injuries, and it most naturally isn't old age, which leaves but an unlikely cause. The link between body and soul has weakened further. Time grows short. We must complete the spirit vessel with all haste. To that end, when I trouble you to make a trip to the source. In addition to looking on our friends' bodies, I would have you consult Kryl about our plan. If she has any concerns, we should at least endeavor to address them prior to proceeding. Alright. In the meantime, we should get back to laying bare Elidibus's plot. As far I've learned as much, that in each of the places he has visited, there have been sightings of suspicious black-clad strangers. However, the coming of these shady vigils has inwardly coincided with some manner of misfortune. Beasts terrorizing settlements, blight ravaging crops, you know the sort. All which serves rather conveniently to make Elidibus call for new heroes, that much more loudly in the heart of his audience. Do you think these black-clad strangers are Ashians? I do, and I fully intend to investigate further, though for that I shall require additional feet on the ground. You can count on mine. Gods know I've been itching to get out there for a while now. We hope your NJ2 can be prevailed upon to join in your efforts. He has already provided copious guidance on the matter of the spirit vessel's constructions. It is for Beck Luke I too wrestle with the rest. Well, if you can spare the old boy, we may as well make use of him. I'll go and give him the good news. We'll do no such thing. However heedless you are in your own well-being, if you care at all for Reed's feelings, you'll stay in your bed. All being well, we will have news to share by the time you return. Safe travels. Alright, well, I guess we're going to stop it here for today. Next time we're going to report to Tataru in Moradona and tell Tataru the progress we've made. So we'll continue this next time on FF14.